Good evening, everyone. I am Vishnu Jagtap, and in front of all of you, I am presenting the Wall Street Journal newspaper headline. So, first of all, heavy rains drench California, triggering floods, outages. Next, Brazil detains 1,500 in capital attacks. Next, higher rates, tech volatility, fuel surge in option trading. Next, China signals its clamp down on internet firms near end. Next, Georgia crushes TCU to win title. Next, SEC finds McDonald's ex-CEO in sex scandal. Next, failure resumes broadcast misses and flukes. Then on page number 2 in US news section under that, Delhi sees merits in quarter point rise. Next, New Jersey gun curves blocked by judge. Next, option activity surges. Next, humbly touting bad calls. On page number 3 in that US news section under that, Biden think tank had classified files. Next, ozone layer shows signs of recovery. Next, storms batter California again. Next, over 7,000 nurses go on strike at two New York City hospitals. Next, on page number 4 in that US news section under that, House passes sanctions rule package. Next, McCarthy's ally wins key position. Next, lawmakers vote to repeal IRS funding. Next, co- congressional GOP poised to scrutinize DOJ investigations. Next, McDonald's ex-CEO in settlement. Then on page number 5 in that US news section under that, Moderna eyes range for COVID shot pricing. Next, Sutherland Springs verdict is appealed. Next, Georgia seen unlikely to eliminate runoff voting. Next, jury finishes work on Trump's probe. Next, Weinstein sex adult sentencing delayed. Next, on page number 6 in World News section under that, America's summit has a broad agenda. Next, Brazil detains 1500. Next, former President Bolsonaro accused of agitating retorts. Next, on page number 7 in World's News section under that, Ukraine holds frontline city Zelensky says. Next, West struggles to deploy defense against drones for Kyiv. Next, Russian ship activity rises US suspicion. Next, on page number 8 in World's News section under that, China's move buffet businesses. Next, Israel bars Palestinian flags from public use. Next, science tech clampdown is near end. Next, Monarchy Harris popularity decline. Next, Pope condemns Iranian executions. Next, government works to revive IMF bailout. Next, Ottawa buys US jets to bolster Air Force. On page number 9 in personal general section under that, how to prevent scam calls. Next, flu can last longer than you think. Then on page number 10 in personal general section under that, would you zap yourself with electricity to get in shape? Next, fitness guru builds an empire on bit size exercise modules. On page number 11 in arts and review section in that, a museum that's more than moral. On page number 12 in sports section under that, Georgia win back to back titles. Next, Hamlin moved to Buffalo Hospital. Next, toy drive solved chows in NFL fantasy football. On page number 13 in opinion section under that, Joe Biden, the EI Paso kid. Next, the peril of ignoring the Middle East. Next, how Japan kept inflation rate low. Next, on the streets of Boston. On page number 14 in opinion section under that, where are the next COVID treatments? Next, Jamie Dimon's platitudes would not change US. Next, DeSantis flukes insurance reform in Florida. Next, win-win can only happen for some policies. Next, everything is an experience. Next, logic lacking on ticket sizes. Next, how the author of Roots helped me at book signing. Next, putting the IRS on notice. Next, Brazil gets a democracy test. On page number 15 in opinion section under that, entrepreneurship will lift minorities up. Next, disorganized Republicans and other sign of the great inversion. On page number 17 in that business and finance section. Under that, large pension presses Southwest. Next, FTX founder lawyer are tested in battle. Next, foreign investors wary of jumping back into China. Next, though S&P loss lose S&P lose steam on Fed policy worries. Next, TPG to muster funds for solar panel startup. Next, Lululemon warns on profit margins. Then on page number 18 in business and finance section under that, Cargill CFO leaves following six aviation to CEO post. Next, AstraZeneca to buy Sensor Pharma. Next, Morgan Stanley chief of operations to retire. Next, Lululemon warns on earnings. Next, meltdown worries investors. On page number 19 in business news section under that, Disney requires 4 days a week at office. Next, Rite Aid's chief steps down from drugstore chain. Next, companies wait if consumers can handle more price increases. On page number 20 in the technology section under that, delivery startup Wonder scales back. Next, Meta starts effort to curb algorithmic basis in ads. Next, layoffs process creates a minefield for some companies. On page number 26 in business and finance section in that secondary investors wait for the deal levy to break. Next, TGP backs solar panel startups. Next, investors avoid China. On page number 27 in market section under that, crypto risk management draws focus. Next, lawyers are tested in battle. Next, former gold point executives launch mid-market manager. Next, stock indexes are mixed. And page number 28 in heart of the uh, street in that section, energy bulls get paid to stay calm. Next, belt and road plan is not out. Next, using up America's oil reserves way was easy, refilling it would not be. Next, Google maybe need to be un-Google like. Again I am repeating, Google may need to be un-Google like. That much for today. Thanks for watching.